Hello everyone and welcome to the table. So what we are checking out today is a Walmart special. So this is coming to us from Ozark Trail. So this is located in those aisle displays that they have on the pallets at Walmart. So it's definitely worth checking out, especially considering the price. And I haven't even opened this knife yet. So let's go ahead and check out the price here. So we are looking at a price of $7.18 for this 7.5-inch folding knife, with our main features being that we are ball bearing opening, and we have a rubberized handle. So a knife that runs on bearings, rubberized handle. We don't know the blade steel, so it's going to be a very inexpensive one. It does look to be black coated, and we can see we're a liner lock with a pocket clip on here. I already see an error though, so we can see it says reversible clip, but we can see that our pocket clip right here is not reversible. It's going to be tip up, right hand side carry only. But let's go ahead and get this opened and check out this 7.5-inch folding knife from Ozark Trail Holidays 2025. All right, so here we are out of the package. And again, the rubberized handle is something that drew me to it. It's not something you see super commonly on folding knives, but we'll go ahead and check out the action on this knife. So blade actually looks really good. And again, it runs on bearings, so the action is actually really nice. So let's check that out. Definitely a drop shut action, which again, for $7, that's not too bad at all. And we do have a flipper on this knife as well, so we can see a flipper tab right there. Let's go ahead and flip it. Excellent action straight out of the package. So that is actually quite commendable. So we have black steel liners, liner lock action. Check out the lockup right there. Lockup is looking pretty nice in my opinion, and blade play nice and tight. So nice big choil here on the blade, so you can really choke up and use this run of jimping up here to get a really nice grip on this knife. So a lot of things impress straight out of the package, but one thing you may not have noticed, I already mentioned, yes, it is a deep carry pocket clip. Looks fine for that purpose, but look at the pivot collar right here. So it's a bluish gray color handle, but we have a bronze pivot collar as well as bronze hardware. So our screws here on the handle as well as on the pocket clip are also bronzed out, so that we get some color pop here. And come on guys, for $7, this is pretty impressive. So we're getting colored hardware, we are getting a blacked out blade, and now given that the blade steel is not mentioned, it is definitely going to be something very low end. So think like a 3CR13 MOV steel. So it's going to be a very, not going to hold an edge very well, but it should be pretty easy to sharpen up. So let's go ahead and grab a sheet of paper, test out our sharpness on this, and just check it out. So out of the package, yeah, perfectly sharp, no issues there, just as you would expect for a brand new pocket knife. But again, for what Ozark Trail delivers around the holidays, I think it's definitely going to be worth it, even just as a beater knife, because this is the kind of knife you take with you on a day to work. You use it, you abuse it, and if it survives the day, you got a winner, right? And so given the build quality, it feels really nice in hand so far. I'm not really seeing any downsides here. So definitely always interested in what Ozark Trail is bringing to the market. Taking a look at the steel liners, they look like solid steel, so no cutouts for weight reduction. But again, for the price, we don't expect that. We can check out the weight as well. So our Ozark Trail rubberized handle coming in 3.8 ounces, which is perfectly fine considering the size and scope of this knife. But we can check out the dimensions as well. So let's go ahead and pull out the ruler. So in terms of blade length right here, cutting edge, we are getting exactly 3 inches of cutting edge. And overall length from let's say from tip to handle, we're getting about 3¼ inches of length there. And the overall length of the knife in total is about over 7.5 inches. So about almost 7¾ so that does go a bit against the specs on the packaging. But again, I don't hold the packaging to be the honest truth here, because again, this is mass produced. This is made for Walmart. They make these by the millions likely, and these are going to be available at Walmart throughout the holiday season, and there's no guarantee they're going to be there beyond it. And now to me, this is a brand new knife, but I am not the end-all be-all expert on Ozark Trail. So in the comments below, let me know, is this a brand new model for the 2025 holiday season, or has this model for Ozark Trail, been around for a while. Maybe it's just new to me. But again, I do like some of these fun little innovations. You know, the fact that we have a rubberized handle, it'll be really interesting to see how that ages. So the rubberized coating, again, is just very uncommon on pocket knives nowadays. So the rubberized handle does have good grip though. We can see right here by the pivot, there's definitely some grippiness to it. The pocket clip rides on a smooth part of the handle though, so it has no issues going in or out of pocket. In terms of screws that we have on the knife, let's go ahead and check out our screw sizes here. So our pivot, let's go ahead and check it out. This is a T8 bit, and our pivot is going to run on a T8. And I'm guessing it's going to be a T6 on the smaller handle screws. Here we go. We got a T6 right here. And yes, these are definitely T6 size screws. So if you ever had to take the knife apart, you would need a T8 and a T6. But I don't think taking this knife apart is really going to be part of the equation because of the very inexpensive price. If the knife breaks, has a malfunction, there's something wrong with it, at this point you just go buy a new one, right? So that being said, if you do want to keep using this knife, I would recommend just buying several of them, keeping new ones in the packaging, so when this one gets worn out, you simply replace the entire unit. Or let's say you snag the pocket clip, you can easily take the pocket clip off of one and put it on another. So again, it's a winning formula, really, in the fact that the knife is so cheap, so inexpensive, that you can either just throw the whole thing out or replace it, and replacements are going to be widely available for the time being. So again, always very excited about these fun Ozark Trail knives because we know they're cheap and we don't hold it against them, right? So let's do some size comparisons. So right here, we have a Kershaw Blur right next to the Ozark Trail knife. Over here, we have a Benchmade Bug Out right next to the Ozark Trail. And for one more for kicks, we have a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Let's put that in there as well. And so is it fair at all to compare an Ozark Trail knife to three made in the USA knives that cost, what, 15, 20 times as much? It's not fair at all, but it is fun, I'll tell you that for sure. So just to give you a size comparison of what we have here on the table, but I think the Ozark Trail is a fairly competent design. In fact, design-wise, I think it's a winner. It looks really handsome. I don't buy every Ozark Trail they make every year because some of them are downright hideous and ugly, but this one, the drop point design with the big choil here, this is a worker. This is a winner. And the black coating is going to really help against rust and corrosion if that's an issue in the locale where you live, right? But again, nice big lanyard hole on the back to accommodate that. Bronzed out hardware. It's just looking good. So these are just my first thoughts. And if you have any interest in this knife, $7, guys, go to Walmart, go buy it, go buy two. Because again, once the holiday season is over, 2025, we may not see them again. So those are my thoughts. Hope you all have a nice day out there, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.